Hello and welcome to the Unity Masterclass, and I'm really grateful that you took this course. Thank you very much for allowing me to teach you game development. I love game development. I think it's the best type of programming out there, and I love playing video games, of course. That is also one of the reasons why I started game development and also why I created this course, because I believe there should be more great games out there, and I hope that you will be enabled through this course, and I'm sure that you can be enabled through this course to become a game developer that will create great games in the future. So thanks a lot again for taking this course and also giving me this opportunity to teach you. We have curated this course with a lot of care. We invested a lot of time to build this course as well as possible. This is not my first Unity course, so I have learned from my past experiences of creating courses, and this will definitely be my best one as of now, because I've created it together with a team. So there were two more developers helping me out to build this course, to create the examples, to build the code, but at the same time also create the presentations and prepare everything and so forth. And those two guys, they will also help you out when it comes to questions. So in case you have questions, don't be afraid to ask them, even though most of the time I would still recommend to first of all quickly Google something. So if you are stuck, just Google the problem that you're having, and most of the time you will find the solution on Stack Overflow or any other of the first couple of links that you'll find on Google, because that's my experience at least, and that's also how we can answer 90% of the questions that come up in the Q&A. So definitely do that first, then check the Q&A section if the question was asked already and answered then as well already. And if it wasn't, then just go ahead and ask your question, and we will be there for you. So how should you take this course? Well, I would recommend that you take the course from top to bottom. So you go through every single lecture if you are not experienced in programming at all. If you are experienced in programming already and you have experience using C#, then you can skip the chapters on C# programming specifically, even though I would still recommend that you at least watch through them, maybe with 2x speed or whatever, in case you might otherwise miss out on some features that you will need later on. You can of course also jump to a later section in the course, but then you will miss a couple of features and you will be wondering about what is going on here. Why is Dennis not explaining this in depth? Well, I don't do it in depth anymore because I explained it in depth earlier in the course. So that's why I really recommend to go from top to bottom. And what I will also recommend is that you code along. So build the games along with me. Don't just watch the videos. You will need to type yourself. You will need to get into a couple of problems yourself in order to learn to become a developer. Also, there are a bunch of features that will be reused or rebuilt. So after you have built your third or fourth game, there will be a couple of things that you will have seen before. That's where I would recommend that you pause the video and you try to build that feature yourself, because you know what is the next feature. So you could just go ahead and try to build it. This will be the moment when you will learn how to become a game developer, because that's generally how game development works. You know you have to implement a certain feature and you try to implement it, you try to build it, you try to code the specific feature. And therefore you can either go back to an earlier lecture or you can just Google it really quickly and try to build that. There will be even some moments in the course where I'm going to actively ask you and prompt you to build that piece of code yourself or build that feature yourself. Of course, I will show you how to do it after, but it's still something where I would really recommend that you take your time and you invest the time to actually try this stuff, because then you will learn. When you're building, when you're actually writing code, that's when you're learning. Just watching videos will unfortunately not be enough, at least for probably 99% of us. If you're a super hardcore crack, then maybe that might work for you, but I would say that 99% of us aren't those cracks. So yeah, thanks a lot again for taking the course. I hope you will enjoy it. If there are any things where you feel like they need to be improved, please let us know, okay? Because we are working on the course. We are still improving the course. We have a bunch of new features in mind that we still want to add to the existing games. So there will still be more coming, and we even might add more games to the course later on. And also, if you don't want to miss out on new features that we are uploading and creating, if they are not part of the course, you will also find them on our YouTube channel, where we are posting Unity content once weekly at least, sometimes even more often. All right, so I would say let's get started with the course, and I wish you all the best on your journey to becoming a game developer. Thanks a lot again.